Welcome, Scorpio. Welcome to your mid-May reading. We are going to tap into some energies. It could be from the other readings from before, because I've done like 2 or 3 readings for each sign. One was a week to week, one was the whole month, and then one was healing energy. So I'm just going to recap some of that energy that we got in the other readings to see, if you're still following along, you're trying to do the things suggested by Spirit, just kind of where you're at. Okay, so... All right, so in the week-to-week readings, we had, like the first week, we had the new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. So there was some kind of fear-based thinking that you're doing that might be kind of blocking you a little or making you not take action. The challenge was the Empress, which is not trusting your intuition and not nurturing yourself, and also the Devil, so some kind of toxic behavior, addiction, some toxic energy around you or something like that. So that was the challenge. And then supporting you was, believe it or not, was the Ten of Wands. So that is like releasing those restrictions and releasing that burden of that devil energy and all that. So also for supporting was the King of Pentacles, so having security and stability. And you were being asked to surrender to rest and sleep because you might be not getting enough rest or sleep, obviously. So however that resonates, if you're working too much or you're just all anxious or you're too worried about those burdens, just not sleeping, maybe you're partying too much with that devil energy, I don't know, take it as it resonates. Then week 2, you had the full moon in Scorpio, so really getting a lot of your own energy. Like you had the new moon in Scorpio and the full moon in Scorpio, which we just did have that full moon on April 26th in Scorpio. So, you're getting a lot of powerful energy from that moon. Sitting in your own energy, and that was a time to release negativity again. So it could be still that toxic energy from that devil or toxic behavior, and for that the challenge was the Nine of Pentacles, which was your financial manifestations and abundance. So somehow you could be blocking that. Five of Cups is from some disappointment revolving around a situation, your career, a person, something like that. Excuse me. And then supporting though was the Two of Pentacles, which is prioritizing, because you might be juggling too many things. So prioritizing what's the most important, or maybe even delegating some things. And supporting also was the Three of Swords. So that's Three of Swords is usually being stabbed in the heart, like hurt. So supporting, I think maybe, there might be been a revenge kept coming kind of aspect. Maybe you were trying to get back at somebody that hurt you, and, just dropping that and letting it go, forgiving yourself, forgiving them, and just healing from that. And you had surrender to wonder and awe. So, just seeing the beauty around you pretty much. Then week 3 came in and had a new start is coming, the new moon. The challenge was again the Nine of Cups, which was your contentment, not being content, maybe not appreciating what you do have. And also the Sun was the challenge. And the Page of Pentacles. So, you might be not letting yourself heal, maybe just too indulged in that past energy or getting back at somebody or something. The support, that was the Empress. So at least now maybe you are listening to more your intuition. You might be more compassionate, maybe nurturing yourself a little more. And you also had the Two of Wands. So, that's like being at a crossroads and maybe you're making a decision about something. And you had surrender to your soul's path. So, finally tapping into your intuition and knowing where you really want to go. Do you want to waste your time getting revenge on someone that hurt you in the past, or do you want to move towards your soul path? Okay? And seeing that was a lesson to make you stronger or realize something, come to some realization. Week 4 brought in bring love into the situation, the new moon in Aquarius. We are in the age of Aquarius right now, so having more of that like free humanity type, connectedness, kind of bringing your little hippie or gypsy out, kind of. The challenge was the Four of Swords, so not allowing again to rest and relax. So make sure you do get enough rest to relax and contemplate things. Another challenge was the King of Pentacles, so again, not the stability. So you might be slipping back into that energy, or it hasn't done. This is like what's coming up in the 4th week. Supporting was the Wheel of Fortune. That there's going to be a new cycle. As the wheel always turns, but if you cling to the past, it just makes it harder to turn. And also a Tower moment could come in if you just don't let something go eventually. All right. So also the support was the Nine of Cups. So finally being content and grateful for what you have. And that was surrender worry. So letting go of all that worry for once and for all. In the May monthly reading, we had the Pearl Threaded, which is inner challenge going through your inner challenges in solitude. You're having a shift, seeing perspective to allow the groups you're connected with to be a source of energy and not depletion. So, watching who you're connected with, if you're hanging around people that drain your energy, that's just going to be lower your vibration as well. Excuse me. Also bringing in abundance and manifesting. And you are being reminded by Archangel Gabriel to towards your creativity. So if there's something creative that you do, tap into that. That will do a lot of that healing and maybe surround you with people you're more in alignment with. It's said love. So to have an open heart and be understanding and loving of everybody. Everybody's gone through their own challenges. It doesn't mean you have to connect to them. Just love them. You can love people from a distance, wish them the best. Past came up. So again, releasing the past, those stagnant things that don't no longer serve you, so you can increase your heart space and move towards new things, letting that wheel turn and stepping into your power. So that was part of it. Then we had the eternal touch, so being connected to spirit, standing in your integrity, waiting for divine timing, staying balanced when yin yang, taking action towards your true authentic self, and finish up that healing because the wheel is going to turn. You're tapping more into your spirituality and your soul path. Then we had eruption of life, the light, that's kind of like shining your light, being a beacon to others. Sensitivity, so, staying sensitive to, everybody else's journey. But, like I said, if they're being toxic or pulling you down, you don't have to stay with them. Just wish them the best from afar. Then you'll connect more to your people you're more compatible with and aligned with. And always remember to practice self-love, because you put out whatever you think is going to be your reality. So if you're not thinking highly of yourself, you're going to attract people that don't think highly of you, right? So do what's right for you. And it said deep in your heart, you really know what to do here. And the advice from Spirit was, to heal, transition, lead your life by your authentic self, go after what you want. Be inspired and take action. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this reading. I know that's a little lengthy, but I just wanted to give an update in case you didn't watch it or forgot. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up mid-May 2021 for Scorpio. Let's see what else is coming up. What's coming up for Scorpio? Spirit. This could be from that other energy from before, or it could be something completely new, something that Spirit wants to remind you of or make you aware of. So we have contract. So there's some kind of contract you might be in, and if that was that person that hurt you, that doesn't mean you have to stay with that person if they are not, they haven't grown or ascended as well. If they're not learning the lessons, you can't pull yourself down trying to beat it over their head that they need to do this, right? So it's, you can take time out and be in separation, and sometimes if they're just not going to get it, it's, you like I said, you can't hold yourself down. You can break that contract, right? It may be in the next life or something. So there's some kind of contract. Also, this could be something in your 3D world, that maybe there's some kind of contract or legal thing you're doing right now. Maybe a divorce, a marriage, buying a house, some other legal aspect, or some kind of contract coming through. I'm going to read a little bit of this card and see if there's anything else that wants to come out with the author's message. Okay, so it says the scales of justice also indicate that if a legal action is underway, it is likely to turn out in your favor. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities, so remain aware and receptive to what may be coming your way. I'm also getting that maybe that's why some of you are losing your sleep. There's some kind of legal thing going on, and your worries. So, just, it's because there is a contract in the background in this picture. Yeah. So, and it's funny because I think you didn't you have the Two of Swords? She's blinded, so you can't always see everything. Just try to step out of your worries, think positive. This seems like it's going to all work out. Okay, so that's that one. Let's see what else is coming through. What else, Spirit, please? There's like little dog hairs below, I guess because that fan. Okay. Now we have Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty. Yeah, trusting in the universe, knowing that, again, that there's all that wonder and all out there. Don't forget that, things can be hard, but there's a lot of beautiful things. Don't focus on all the bad and negative. And I'm getting, for somebody out there, if you're watching news 24/7, stop doing it. It just brings your vibe down. It's always bad news. And a lot of people get heated by it. So, cut back on that, okay? Yeah. Anyway, so we got that one. Now we're going to get one of these magic Q card. What is it called? LQ cards. Spirit, what else is coming out for Scorpio? Mid-May 2021. All right, so we have She Who Thrives, Orchid, Flourish, Prosper, and Blossom. Yeah, so you are going to thrive and flourish. You just got to, like, whatever that toxic energy was before, you got to step out of it, and also, tap into your authentic self. Really listen to your intuition. Step away from anything negative. Right now, really focus on, what you do have. Be in that gratitude, okay? That'll really help bring up your vibration. Okay, so we're going to get an animal for you. No, this one seems like it wants to come out. So look at this. We have the Black Panther. Independent, clever, fascinating. You are being guided to observe your surroundings and keep your own counsel. Find clarity and then express your inner and outer beauty to the world. Pounce on the opportunities that feed your soul with purpose and passion. Awaken now to your personal powers, talents, and freedom. Yeah, see? Tapping into your personal power again. And also, if there is something creative that you love to do, I'm really thinking that this might be a door opening for you. Maybe, if you join like a painting class because you really love to paint, you might meet people that, might help you along your path that are more aligned with you or something. So, and also to do some healing and boost that confidence. So, all right. So now we're going to get a few tarot cards. Let's see what else is coming out for you. Also, too, like if you are going through something legal that's really worrying you, this creativity and being your authentic self and looking at how beautiful the world is will help you along with that. Because if we stay stressed, it doesn't help the situation at all, does it? Sometimes it causes our emotions to be all over the place and we create more problems. So, just do something that you enjoy. Make sure you get some relaxation. Oh, we got so many. How many is this? Yeah, that's kind of too many. I'm only going to get like 3. Okay, Spirit. If they want to come out again, they will. Okay, so now we have Justice. Yeah, see, that's something, again, like it could be something with that law contract. Also, this can be, that karmic balance coming back in. Like if someone did you wrong, remember before you had like that revenge, we don't need to do that. The universe will take care of that. And, just know that what goes around comes around, and the universe will take care of that, okay? It's not something you need to do or worry yourself with. Okay, so now we have the wheel again. Yep, that wheel is definitely turning. So, to everything there's a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Yeah. So, all this stuff that comes through, it might not be the most pleasant, but it's for a purpose. The lessons are in it, and then we have the 2 of Wands, again, that crossroads or decision. So this decision is yours. You can stay stuck in that energy and full of rage and revenge and all that and stay miserable and worried all the time. Or you can decide that, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to let this burden go, and I'm going to go towards my path that I'm supposed to be on, my creativity, my soul path, things like that. So, all right, now we're going to get one of these Soul Journey cards. Coming through for Scorpio, mid-May 2021, please, Spirit. Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Yes, you are a powerful being. You can attract whatever and manifest whatever you want. If you're in that vibration of getting revenge, that's not a good vibration. So the universe, it doesn't decipher. It just if you're in a lower vibration or worry or thinking I'm going to attract someone that's going to break my heart again, it has, it's not going to have a choice. That's what's going to give you. So think in that higher vibration. Know your worth. Know that you're abundant. You know, focus on the things you do want, okay? Now we're going to get a divine doorway. What was that? Okay. All right, so now we have this little doorway. And it says, a distant kiss and a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here through sunlight and rain. I need you near. So, you know, you could be still like brokenhearted about this person, or it could be somebody completely different. But, you know, maybe that's why you're like thinking like any action is action towards that person and still has them in your life or something. You're out doing revenge, writing them nasty letters, screaming at them. That is not going to do it, okay? So this also could be like somebody else that's, you know, has passed, or somebody that's from a distance that you're really close to that you're missing. So however that resonates. Okay, so we're going to go ahead get our second round. What else is coming up? What else for Scorpio mid-May 2021, please, Spirit? So now we have the garden and the gate. So the garden and the gate is, she's feeling secure in this closed gate where the garden is. You know, she's like, okay, well, this is safe. I'm secure. But I really want to go out there and explore and go on my path. But I just, you know, I'm staying here because this is what's comfortable. So, you know, this is making that choice, you know, if you really want to go out there, not letting your fears stop you. Because sometimes we can get comfortable in that state, you know. It's scary going out there in the world, right? Or doing something different. All right, so let's see what else is coming out with us. You know, but the whole time, you're sitting there with that key to open that gate. And see, she looks a little hesitant, like, I really want to, but I don't know. So let's see what else is coming out. Narrow pathway, tread thoroughly, wait a minute. Thoughtfully, I'm sorry. Tread thoughtfully, narrow pathway. Yeah, so, you know, you got to be, you know, stand in your integrity and really know what you're doing. Just don't be all havoc over there and trampling all over everybody's feelings. And, you know, don't, let me just read this extra for this. But, you know, don't like, you know, just think like, I got to get revenge on this person, or, you know, you're not thinking things through. You're not being your authentic self, you know. So let's go ahead and read this a little more. Narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. Okay. So it says, do not make any quick decisions. Think things through. Tread carefully. If you rush into anything, there are potential difficulties. Keep very focused and don't allow yourself to get distracted. Your project will succeed if you go slowly. The relationship will grow, but don't be in a hurry. Let it all emerge on its own time. Be thoughtful in the areas of your life. The sacred travel wants you to know, when the pathway becomes narrow, success will ensue if you go slowly and carefully. The travel takes one step at a time, deliberately and cautiously. No detail of the path is overlooked. Keep your focus on the steps ahead. Do not get ahead of yourself. Breathe, relax. You will be able to achieve what others have not, if you take the time to consider carefully all options and move forward with deliberate care. So really thinking things through, trust in divine timing. So nothing spontaneous, okay? Or overly emotional or chaotic. You know, stay in that, be deliberate with what you're going towards. Okay. Let's see what else is coming out. Okay, so now we have she who enfolds a trinity, swathed, embraced, and self-care. Again, a message about taking self-care, nurturing yourself. Make sure you're getting plenty of rest, eating well, drinking lots of water, grounding yourself, healing, all that stuff. Okay? Okay, so now we have the fox. And this says, intuitive, observant, and intellectual. You are being guided to look beyond the shadow side of a relationship. Open your eyes, mind, and heart to the limitless opportunities around you. Yes, you know, just don't focus on that bad all the time. You know, be clever. intuitive. Just realize, you know, you learned some lessons. Maybe this wasn't right for you, and it needed to end, and Spirit did that for you. So, you know, tread lightfully, you know, be careful what you wish for. Realize, you know, if there's something more you want, and, you know, you're settling for something that's just stable, or you think is stable, you know, there's more out there for you. You know, really think and deliberately think about this, because you have this she who unfolds, swathed, embrace, and self-care. So you really take care of yourself and really know your self-worth as well. Okay, so those are those messages. We're gonna get a few tarot cards. Let me just get a drink. Okay, let's see what tarot cards are coming up for this. I'm also getting like to go out of this garden. You know, you might have a little narrow pathway kind of, and, you know, you need to take it carefully, take it slowly, really listen to your intuition, you know, and, you know, listen to your intuition, be really observant about what's around you and all that, and use your intellect too as well. And then if it's a little difficult, make sure you do have self-care for yourself as well. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, so I'm thinking like maybe this new pathway that you might be going could be some competition and challenges. Then you have the Fool. Yeah, this is taking that risk and going on that journey. And the Ten of Wands. So another burden coming up. So I'm getting that, you know, if you're wanting to start something new, but you're contemplating, you know, you had that two of Wands, you know, whether you should stay in your security or should you really go out and take this risk. You do have the Fool card to take the risk, but, you know, realize that there might be some competition and a few burdens on the journey. But also as well, you know, to make sure you take care of yourself as well, and to tap into your intuition. Look beyond the shadow of it. You know, don't look at just all the problems of it. Look at what you're heading for. And, you know, tread thoughtfully, you know. So let's go ahead and get a soul drain card. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yeah. So, you know, releasing blame, like before, like when you had like that revenge for some of you coming up, you know, let go of the blame. You know, it's time to forgive. I mean, you don't have to like forget and allow the person fully back in your life or whatever, but it's time to let go of the blame. You know, things happen. It only poisons you. So if that's the reason you're hanging back, you know, that might be why you're like, still kind of blaming a situation. You know, we all have our mistakes. I think that's what maybe that burden is. This burden of Ten of Wands, you know, maybe you're still clinging on to that, like what happened to you, what they did. So, and now we have this door, and it's, oh my goodness, and it is forgive and forget. Yes, it says a ritual cleansing of pain and lies, arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. So, you know, it's time to forgive and forget and let go of that blame. And that's interesting because this one kind of looks like either a sunset or sunrise, and as well as this one kind of looks like in the background. So there's a new sunrise coming. You know, you might have to like tread carefully on the new path and face your fears and leave your security a little bit. But, you know, and it might be a little challenging and some competition, but, you know, do what your intuition's telling you, because you do have this take a risk and new journey coming in. So however that resonates with somebody out there. Okay, we're going to get the last bunch here. What else is coming through for Scorpio? Mid-May 2021. What else is coming out? Spirit, what else do you want to say? Okay. So now we have walking away. And look, she's going through the gate. Oh my gosh. Yes. That's so interesting. I'm going to pull that card back out. Look. Here she's like not wanting to go. She's saying, no, I'm okay here. I got my flowers. I'm secure. Out there, it's big and scary. And then here she's like finally, and she's even got still the pink dress on. A little brighter, like bolder. She's being bolder and walking through. She's like, okay, bye, see ya. I'm out of here. Interesting. It's so interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of this walking away. Okay? Okay. Letting go and moving on. Yes. And look how much happier she looks. And look how much more the sun is shining, right? So this card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She's closing the gate behind her and is walking away into a misty, unknown future. This card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. Well, that could be that Two of Wands decision. There may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. This card also indicates that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Yes, there you go. See, you do have that. All right, so let's get another card. I love Spirit. Like, look how that synchronizes so much. And now we have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Yes, again, being happy for what you have. Be content on what you have. Look at all the stuff that you've accomplished, right? Don't look at the things you don't have or the negative things. Look at the good things and the things you have, okay? Those other things are just little stones in the road that you got to get over, little roadblocks, okay? Some of them might be boulders, yes, harder, bigger, and more difficult, but you can get through them, okay? All right, so what's next? LQ. And look at that, there's like a little pathway there. A little pathway, and a lot of pink in here. Like, that's kind of like heart chakra. Pink and green and yellows like the sun. Okay, so we have she rises up, pearl, empower, uplift, elevate. Yes, it's time to empower yourself. You know, lift your spirits, lift your vibration, okay? Let's see what animal wants to come out. Okay, so now we have tortoise. Kind of like slow and steady wins the race. And we did have that, what was that? That narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. Okay, tortoise. Patience, persistence, and resourcefulness. You are being guided to be mindful, enjoy each moment, and have patience with yourself and others. Taking small steps forward will deliver you to huge accomplishments. Yes, take little steps, you know? Tread thoughtfully on that narrow path. You can't run down a narrow path. You'll be like falling off that cliff, right? So, all right. So now we're going to get a few tarot cards on this. Have patience with yourself as well, right? It takes time. Nurture yourself. That's too many. Oh, why am I getting these? I'm sorry about that. Grab the wrong deck. Okay. Tarot cards. Mid-May. Scorpio. Okay, so now we have Seven of Swords. One must have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Friedrich Nietzsche. Yeah, so the Seven of Swords, you know, yes, there are challenges. There's conflict within ourselves, but, you know, it's something that we have to face to be able to grow, right? So that's always going to happen. You just got to face those things. You know, we can't, like, carry them with us forever. We got to heal them and all that. So this is like, you know, somebody's betrayal. You don't want to carry that with you all the time, you know? Somebody could have been deceptive to you or got away with something. So, you know, you need to let that go, you know? Yes, it might have made a scar in your heart, but it'll heal over and you'll be stronger for it, right? So, then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Until you try, you don't know what you can do. Yeah. So mastering something, working hard towards something, gaining a skill. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, again, this hurt's coming out. So, you know, somebody might have hurt you and been deceptive, betrayed you. But you know, if you keep that up, you're going to be stuck in this garden. You're not going to like move far because you're going to be too afraid to face it. You know, you're holding on to revenge or wanting to get back at somebody, or just like, I'm not worth it because they didn't choose me or they ghosted me or whatever the situation is. You know, master the lesson of it. Master that lesson, you know, and accept that maybe they just weren't right for you. Maybe you deserve better. Somebody that's higher vibration, you know? And, you know, it takes time. You have to be like this turtle and take one step at a time, you know, moving forward. You know, be patient. It takes a little time. Don't be hard on yourself because you're going to be rising up, right? And just realize, you know, be grateful for what you do have. Be grateful for that lesson. Be grateful for the protection because you might not see it now, but later you might say, gosh, I'm glad I didn't. I think I dodged a bullet, right? Because you're going to be walking away and going into this beautiful new beginning, okay? All right, so now we're going to get one of these soul journey cards. Ooh, whoa. Sometimes I shuffle so fast, cards fly everywhere. Okay, so we have loneliness and balance. So I know that I'm never alone. Yeah, so it's look how you look at it. Don't look at it as like I'm lonely. You know, take the time when you're in solitude to work on you, right? And realize that you have energies around you. You know, spirit, your angels, other people. You know, don't look at it as loneliness. Okay, look at it as more, you know, hermit mode. You're taking time out to contemplate and figure out who you are and heal on things, right? And then we have balance again. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do it without judgment. Yes. You know, balancing your energies out, getting grounded. All right, now last card for you guys, Scorpio, is a Divine Door. Divine Door. A moment's joy. Stand through the hourglass, yet time stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. Yes. So again, kind of like that, you know, divine timing, you know, just being at peace with yourself, coming to that joy, you know, of life in general, you know, seeing that magic and awe again, or that wonder and awe again. You know, don't let one person destroy that for you, okay? That might have their own issues or whether if this is a person or situation, they might have had their own issues and are on lower vibration and messed up from something. So don't let that destroy your path, okay? You know, be that light. You know, take that wisdom you learned and help heal others, okay? So that's your message, Scorpio. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate you being around. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye.